Welcome to Blue Health Daily.
If you've ever tried intermittent fasting and thought, this is not for me, I want you to know something. It probably wasn't fasting that failed. It was the way you started. Most beginners start too extreme. They jump into long fasts, skip meals randomly, feel dizzy, get painfully hungry, and then they binge the moment they're allowed to eat. After a few days, they quit and assume fasting doesn't work. But 16-8 is not supposed to feel like punishment. When it's done correctly, 16-8 can feel surprisingly simple, like a schedule you can actually live with. In this video, I'm going to give you the beginner version that works. The easiest 16-8 schedule. What to drink during the fast, what to eat during the eating window, and the exact steps that make the first week 10 times easier. By the end, you'll know exactly what to do tomorrow, without guessing. Here's why most beginners struggle with intermittent fasting. They treat it like a challenge instead of a system. They think the goal is to survive hunger. So they do things like skip breakfast one day, skip lunch the next day, fast all morning, then eat whatever they want at night. Drink sweet coffee drinks without realizing they break the fast. Start fasting while also starting intense workouts. Try to be perfect, then break down and binge. And when that happens, fasting feels horrible. You're hungry all day. You're tired and irritable. You can't focus. And the eating window becomes a chaotic free-for-all. Then you look at the scale a few days later and think, nothing's happening, so you quit. But the real problem isn't fasting. The real problem is an unrealistic schedule and an unstructured eating window. Because fasting is not magic, it's a structure tool. It helps you control calories by controlling when you eat. But if your eating window is out of control, fasting will not save you. Now here's the good news. If you fix the schedule and fix what happens inside the eating window, 16-8 becomes much easier. If you're new to fasting, 16-8 is usually the best place to start. Because it's simple. You fast for 16 hours. You eat within an 8-hour window. That's it. It's not like OMAD, where you eat one meal a day. It's not like multi-day fasting, which can be rough and risky for beginners. 16-8 is flexible. You can still eat lunch and dinner. It fits most work schedules. And it's easier to sustain long enough to see real results. But beginners still get confused because of 3 big myths. Myth number 1, fasting means starving yourself? No, fasting is not about suffering. It's about a consistent schedule. Myth number 2, fasting means you can eat anything during the eating window. No, if you eat whatever you want, you can easily erase the calorie deficit. Myth number 3, skipping breakfast automatically equals fat loss? Not necessarily. Fasting only helps if it leads to fewer calories over time and better control. So if 16-8 isn't magic, why does it work for many people? Let's keep it very simple. Here's the real reason 16-8 works when it works. It's not the fasting window. It's what happens inside the eating window. Let me explain. The number 1 rule of fat loss never changes. If you consistently eat fewer calories than your body burns, you lose fat. That's true whether you fast or not. So fasting doesn't break the laws of biology. What fasting does is make the calorie deficit easier for some people. 1. Fewer eating opportunities. If you used to eat breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and dessert, and now you only eat lunch and dinner, maybe one snack, it becomes easier to consume fewer total calories without trying as hard. 2. Hunger follows habits. Hunger is not only about food, it's also about timing. Your hunger hormone, ghrelin, often rises at the times you usually eat. So if you always ate breakfast at 8 a.m., you might feel hungry at 8 a.m. even if you ate a big dinner the night before. But here's the important part. Your body adapts. For many beginners, the first 3 to 7 days are the hardest because your hunger schedule is adjusting. After that, hunger often gets calmer because your body learns the new routine. 3. Appetite control. Many people find that eating in a smaller time window helps them feel more controlled. Not because fasting is magic, but because it reduces mindless eating. 4. The scale can be confusing at first. When you change meal timing, food volume, sodium, and carbs, water weight can shift. So in the first week, the scale may bounce around. That doesn't mean fat loss isn't happening. It means the body is adjusting. So the key mindset is this: 16-8 is a structure tool. It works when it helps you stay consistent. Now let's build your beginner schedule. Now I'll give you the exact 6-8 schedule for beginners, plus the easiest way to make the first week feel 10 times easier. Let's make this practical. Step 1. Choose your 8-hour eating window. Pick one and stick to it. The biggest mistake beginners make is changing the schedule every day. Your body likes rhythm, so choose one window and keep it consistent for at least 14 days. Here are 3 beginner-friendly options. Option A, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. This is the most popular. You skip breakfast, eat lunch and dinner, and you can still have a small snack. Option B, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Great if you sleep early. Dinner ends earlier, which helps some people avoid late-night snacking. Option C, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Good if you work late or prefer later dinners. Pick the one that fits your life best, not the perfect window, the one you can actually follow. Step 2, what you can drink during the fast. During the 16-hour fast, your goal is simple: no calorie. Here are safe beginner options: water, sparkling water, black coffee, unsweetened tea. If you want electrolytes, choose ones without sugar. Now, what breaks a fast? Anything with calories. Sweet coffee drinks of milk, cream, sugar, juice, snacks, even small bites. Some people argue about tiny amounts, but for beginners, keep it simple. If it has calories, don't drink it during the fast. This avoids confusion and keeps the system clean. Step 3, the first week starter mode. If you jump straight into 16 hours and it feels too hard, don't quit. Use a ramp up. Here's the beginner ramp. Days 1 to 3, 14-10. Fast 14 hours, eat with ill 10 hours. Days 4 to 7, 16-8. Move to the full schedule. This reduces the shock and increases your chance of sticking with it, because consistency beats intensity. Step 4, what to eat inside the eating window. Here's the biggest beginner mistake. They fast all morning and then break the fast with sugar. A pastry, a sweet coffee drink, a big bowl of cereal. That causes a blood sugar spike and crash, which can lead to stronger hunger later. Instead, break your fast with a simple meal structure. Protein first, then fiber, then carbs and fats in controlled portions. Here are easy breakfast meal examples: chicken bowl with rice and vegetables, eggs with toast and fruit, Greek yogurt with berries and a measured portion of granola, tuna sandwich with vegetables and fruit, tofu and vegetables with rice. Your first meal sets the tone. If your first meal is protein-based, you'll feel calmer and more satisfied. If your first meal is mostly sugar, you'll often chase hunger all day. Step 5, the #1 rule to prevent binging at. If fasting makes you binge, it's usually because you arrive at your eating window too hungry. So here's the rule: don't arrive at your eating window starving. How do you do that? Drink water through the morning. Use black coffee or tea if it helps. Keep electrolytes if needed. Break your fast with protein, not sugar. Eat slowly for the first 10 minutes. Most binges happen when people eat too fast, too soon. Slow down and your hunger will feel more controllable. Step 6, what a simple day looks like. Let's use the most common schedule: 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Morning, fasting window. Water, black coffee, unsweetened tea. 12 p.m. Protein plus vegetables plus a controlled carb. Example, chicken plus rice plus vegetable. 4 p.m. Optional snack. Protein snack. Example, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a protein shake. 7 p.m. dinner. Protein, vegetables, carbs. Example, salmon, vegetables, potatoes. That's it. Simple, repeatable, no chaos. Step 7. How long should you try it before judging it? At least 14 days. Not 2 days. Not 3 days. Your body needs time to adapt. If you judge too early, you'll quit during the hardest part, the transition phase. Now, even with a perfect schedule, beginners still fail because of predictable mistakes. Let's prevent that. Even if your schedule is perfect, beginners still fail for a few predictable reasons. Here are the ones that sabotage 16-8 the fastest, and how to fix them. Mistake 1, I can eat anything because I fasted. No, you can still overeat in 8 hours. Fix, keep meals structured. Protein first, use the meal template. Mistake 2, drinking calories during the fast. Sweet coffee drinks break the fast and add hidden calories. Fix, keep fasting drinks 0 calorie. Mistake 3, not eating enough protein. Low protein leads to more hunger and more snacking. Fix, aim for protein at every meal. Keep protein snacks available. Mistake 4, choosing an impossible eating window. If your schedule doesn't match your lifestyle, you will break it. Fix. Choose the window you can repeat, not the one that looks impressive. Fasting plus overtraining error. If you start fasting and intense workouts at the same time, you might feel exhausted. Fix. Keep workouts moderate at. Mistake 6, poor sleep. Poor sleep increases cravings and hunger. Fix. Build a sleep routine. Even small improvements matter. If you want 16-8 to work, check these boxes. Consistent eating window for 14 days. 0-calorie drinks during the fast. Protein first meal. Meals built with protein plus fiber plus controlled portions. Steps daily. Strength training 2 to 3 times per week. Sleep 7 hours when possible. Track weekly weight averages, not daily emotion. If you do those things, 16-8 becomes much easier. Now let's wrap this up with the one truth beginners need to remember. Here's the truth about 16-8 fasting. It works when it becomes routine. The first week is adaptation, not failure. And the goal is not to suffer through hunger. The goal is to create a schedule that makes eating more controlled and consistent. So pick a window that fits your life. Start with the ramp up if you need it. Break your fast with protein. Keep the eating window structured. Do this for 14 days, and you'll know exactly how your body responds without guessing. In the next video, I'll show you the biggest fasting mistakes beginners make and how to fix them fast, so you don't waste weeks doing 16-8 the hard way. Knowledge is infinite, and what I know is, honestly, just a grain of sand in the desert. Hitting the like button and subscribing is totally free, but it's a huge motivation for me to keep making better videos for you. Thank you so much for your support. I hope this gave you some helpful insights into health. If you have any thoughts, questions, or comments, feel free to drop them below.